Hello Curious and welcome back. We are once again bringing you the latest news from what some are calling the celebrity trial of the century. We are of course talking about Johnny Depp's defamation lawsuit against his ex-wife Amber Heard with regards to an op-ed piece that she wrote. Now in its third week, and the trial still keeps providing us with new information which has kept the two actors' names in the headlines. This time Amber Heard was the one to testify, and in detail recounted what had happened in her own words. During certain moments, the actress could not contain her emotions as she spoke of what she had gone through. Yet some internet users could not stop but be critical of her. What issues with what she had said had some people found? What exactly did Heard reveal while taking the stand? In what way did Depp allegedly hurt his ex-wife while searching for illicit substances? And why did the judge refuse to dismiss the case? Stay with us until the very end to find out all the latest news, but before we continue, don't forget to turn on the notifications and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with the hottest gossip from Tinseltown. Now coming to the end of the third week of this trial, those who have been keeping up with it either via reading about it or even following it live day by day on court TV have heard a plethora of testimonies. From doctors that tended to both stars, to former security guards, to other members of staff that worked for either of the two celebrities. Of course, we have also heard for the very first time ever a testimony from Johnny Depp himself, and now the time has come for Amber to take to the stand and tell it in her own words. If you would like to hear what the Pirates of the Caribbean star had to say previously, you can check out our video by clicking on the link above, but for now, make sure to stay with us until the very end. Even prior to taking the stand, Heard had created a lot of buzz around herself, and of course not just for the fact that she is the one being sued, but that aside, it was because the actress changed her PR team last second. According to media reports, the Aquaman star had ditched her crisis PR Precision Strategies firm team after she became frustrated with the press coverage received since the very start of the trial. Sources have alleged that the mother of one does not like bad headlines, and that from the beginning has been frustrated with the fact that her story was not being told effectively. According to the New York Post, the new team has previously worked against Depp when they helped highlight allegations that were lodged by his former business managers, which alleged that he needed to hire a shrink for his compulsive spending, a habit that supposedly was costing him $2 million per month. As the teams were getting ready to return back to court for the week commencing May 2nd, news had come out that Heard's lawyers had asked the judge to dismiss the case, arguing that Depp had failed to make his case as a matter of law and that no responsible jury could find in his favor. This had of course caused an uproar among the actor's fans, some of which claimed that the only reason they made such a move was that things weren't going the way they wanted them to. However, as reported by the BBC, the judge said the standard for dismissing a case at this point in this trial is exceedingly high, and that it should be allowed to move forward if Depp has provided even a scintilla of evidence backing up his claims. With the trial going ahead in light of the PR team change, it has also come to light that having the entire trial broadcast live and be made available to the public was not something that Amber wanted to do in the first place. According to media reports, it was Johnny's team that won the fight to have it be made public, so that neither team could cherry-pick what information had made its way outside of the closed courtroom doors. But while taking the stand, the actress has talked about how this entire case had made her feel. When stating that she was being sued by her ex-husband for the penned op-ed, she added that she struggles to find the words to describe how painful it all has been for her. The 36-year-old went on to say that sitting there for weeks and having to relive everything while people that she knew spoke about their lives in the way that they have was horrible. But despite the difficulty faced, it now came the time for the actress to testify herself about what had happened. At the start of her emotional testimony, Amber had recounted the first time that the Dark Shadows actor had hit her. Allegedly, it took place in 2013 when she laughed as Depp explained that a tattoo on his arm had said wino, which was a cover-up of a tattoo he had done in the past while in a relationship with Winona Ryder. Explaining her behavior, the Aquaman actress said that she laughed because she thought her ex-partner was joking, and it was then that he slapped her. I just started at him kind of laughing, thinking that he was going to start laughing too, to tell me it was a joke, but he didn't. He slapped me again. I will never forget it. With this testimony, some of Depp's fans had accused the celebrity of lying under oath, as they had pointed out that during the 2020 defamation trial in London, the star had claimed the first time the actor struck her was in 2012, a year prior to what she has recently testified. At the same time, Heard had also talked about the first time that she had struck her ex-husband, and it was during a fight in 2015, in order to protect her sister. The court heard that the couple was brawling over his alleged infidelity on a mezzanine in their Los Angeles apartment when Heard's sister Whitney tried to separate them. Addressing the jurors, Amber said that her back was to the staircase as Johnny allegedly swung at his sister. At the time, she did not hesitate, as all she could think about were the allegations that the actor pushed his ex, Kate Moss, down the stairs when they were together, and so the Aquaman star had to act and ended up swinging at him. But the Pineapple Express star had also talked about the first meeting and how the two got together. She recalled their steamy scene in the movie The Rum Diary, adding that when actors can avoid it, they don't kiss using tongues, but Depp had pulled her for a real kiss, and the entire scene did not feel as if it was faked for the movie, but more real. Amber recalled how at the time the two were in serious relationships, and while things didn't go any further, he would send her gifts, and that 2 years after they had reconnected once splitting from their previous partners. However, as the testimony of the star showed, things did not always stay so positive. She would go on to say that during their relationships there would be many accusations which would then lead to Johnny exploding and allegedly hitting her. Amber testified that after those fights he would disappear and then come back clean and sober. She alleged that then Johnny would be extra nice and apologetic and then everything would be good until it all happened again. It is worth noting that in his testimony, the actor denied ever striking his ex-wife and in turn described her as having a need for conflict and violence. Heard also talked about the actor's rages fueled by the use of illicit substances and how in one case he had conducted a cavity search of her by shoving his fingers in her private parts in search of the illegal white powder. Though when it comes to talking about their respective private parts, previously we heard her lawyers asking about Johnny's own. And if you want to know why exactly, then be sure to check out our previous video by clicking on the link above. One of the things that the mother of one had also recounted was the 3-day fight the couple had in Australia, as a result of which Depp had the tip of his finger sliced off. Recalling that time, Amber said that at one point she had found her ex on top of her, but looking into his eyes, she didn't see him anymore, adding, "It wasn't him, it was black. I've never been so scared in my life." During the fight, Johnny allegedly tore off her nightgown, dragged her across the broken glass naked, and repeatedly hit her. Heard said next thing she remembered was being bent over on the bar and something inside of her. At first, the celebrity thought he was continuing to hit her, but then saw all the broken glass around them and saw that Depp was, allegedly, penetrating her with a bottle. To this, the actress said that she had no idea if it was broken and was hoping that was not the case. Heard would also talk about how she would often have to cover her bruises when making public appearances. One time when she had 2 black eyes and a split lip, she went on the Late 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 show with James Corden to promote the film The Danish Girl. Her makeup team covered the bruises the best they could, and she had said that, "I went on the show and did what I always do, told people I had an accident." Amber also recalled attending the premiere of Depp's movie Mordecai in Japan after the two got into an alleged fight. After they walked the red carpet, she said that in the car she was obsessively checking her phone for pictures to look for bruises as her dress was backless. The mother of one had also labelled her ex as a jealous partner. She revealed that every time she got a script for a movie, he would ask her what kind of film it was, how she would be dressing, and if she had an intimate scene. Her former private nurse had testified that in the past Amber told her that Johnny wanted her to quit acting, which the actress further backed up in her own testimony when she claimed he would tell her that she didn't need to work as he would support her. The star also talked about how once Depp grew so jealous of her working relationship with actor James Franco that he attacked her on a private plane the two were taking along with some of Depp's team in May 2014. Facing the jury, she said that he called her a and accused her of secretly having a thing with Franco, whom he allegedly hated. Though given that the trial is live streamed, it has allowed the Sweeney Todd actress fans to point out some issues with Amber's testimony. One of them was in regard to her talking about Depp and claiming that while she knew who he was, she was not familiar with his work. Well, to that, some had found a 2011 interview in which she was talking about working with Johnny on the set of The Rum Diary, where she claimed that she grew up watching his movies. Some other internet users had accused the 36-year-old of stealing a line from the 1999 film The Talented Mr. Ripley for her testimony. The line in question is, "The thing about Dickie, it's like the sun shines on you, and it's glorious, and when he forgets you, and it's very, very cold." Now, some had said that this sounds very similar to when the actress described the magical moment in which she met Johnny, and how enchanting he was at first until he disappeared and there would be no way to get a hold of him. With the ongoing trial once more, the conversation started about Amber's role in Aquaman, and the petition to have her removed from the upcoming movie has since gained more signatures, now surpassing 3 million. But after early screenings, the sequel to the movie, the press have reported that Heard's screen time in the film has been reduced to about 10 minutes. However, according to a report by one critic, this was purely a technical decision that in no way was related to the court situation with the trial. For the time being, the Depp vs. Heard trial is on a pre-scheduled break until May 16th, when Amber's testimony is set to continue. But so far, what are your thoughts on the actress taking the stand? Were you surprised by any of the information that she had revealed? What are your thoughts on the accusations of her stealing her testimony from a movie? Do you think the new PR team could help Amber? And in your opinion, should she be cut entirely from the upcoming Aquaman movie? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Until next time.